Universe of Influencers.
I want to start from the beginning. Where were you born? Because you used to live in LA, but you have lived everywhere. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I was born in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I have family all over, but my family is just came from Oklahoma. Like, my family is very educated and very cultured. Like, I'm a Chinese, Italian, Indonesian Jew, you know, so it's like, and I was a Catholic Buddhist, you know, so it's like I'm very worldly in the state of Oklahoma. But as much as I love being from there and my upbringing and the humbleness and, you know, the small town stuff, it was, I just could never live there because, like, I'm obviously much bigger than Oklahoma. So, but yeah, I started in Oklahoma. Then I got contracted for an MTV video with Diddy at 17. I wasn't even legal enough to do it, but let's leave that part out.
Which video?
Bad Boys for Life.
Oh, really?
I didn't even audition for it. I got a call from MTV, and I thought, oh my God, they dialed my number wrong, and how much I would love to be that girl on the end of the line. But I was like, oh, you dialed 405, and I hung up on her because I was like, why would MTV call Oklahoma? Like, or me, like, I have no idea how they found me. Like, literally no idea. So this is all the universe and God, and that's why I totally believe in that. But it was so funny because I was literally about to go to college, and I had worked my ass off in school. I was a straight A student. I didn't even go to my own prom. I mean, like, my studies were the most important. And then it was just like eating at me, like, what if I don't follow my dreams? Like, what if I don't? But my family's very strict, you know, so it's their way or no way kind of thing. And I just started writing in like a prayer journal, and I started asking, like, can you show me a sign? And literally I didn't realize it until way later, but that was my sign. Like, the MTV just calling me, like, that was random. But she called me back and she was like, do not hang up this phone. Diddy would like to have you out for this. I was like in the penthouse at the Sheraton. Like, for me, like, small town girl, like, this was like insane. The limos picking me up. I mean, I met girls with like spacers in their knees, like this surgery to make them taller. And I was like, oh, I've had my nails done before. I was like, so not the same as them. But yeah, it was great. And from there, I did a lot more from that. But I've been in a lot of videos now, but I won't do like I dance. So but I was in like Kanye West's videos. Which
ones? We want to know.
Love Lockdown. Oh God, what other videos have I been in? I've been in so many that I can't even remember them. Is that bad? I'm just so old.
How old are you?
I'm not going to say that.
I can calculate because I know the Diddy video. I think you said you were
25 to 30.
Yeah, so you were not 18 yet, right? So you were like 17.
You don't have to calculate it for the, come on. Because whoever's gonna keep liking those pictures, whatever. But being healthy has actually this oily skin's kept me looking young, so it's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it started with that. Then I ended up, where was I? So I went to Miami, was modeling out here, but unfortunately they were kind of like, you have to drop 10 pounds, and like with my eating disorder, it was like, they didn't like just say you have big boobs, because I was naturally big chested, like now but I was, I've survived breast cancer, so it's like I have,
really?
But I had naturally big boobs, and like they didn't say your boobs are just too big or like work with that. I mean, they made it seem like I needed to like throw up for the next 6 months, So for me with an eating disorder, it was not a very safe and healthy place for me, Miami, to be honest. Then now it's like I love being here, and because I have my shit together. But when you're out trying to find yourself and you're like away from everything and then someone's telling you you're too fat when you're not even eating because you can't even afford food at that time. It's like, I don't know what to do. But anyways, out here, then I had some type of a gig in Arizona, of all places, with Jamie Presley, actually, the actress. She was doing a lingerie line, and people actually say, because I know Korn, like Fieldy from Korn, and anyways, Dave, he's the manager of Korn is dating Jamie, and anyways,
Korn,
the band.
The band, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, Jamie, they say that I remind them of Jamie, and I'm like the blonde hair, little blue-eyed girl, and they're like, yeah, but
Jamie
your face.
Presley, you said.
Yeah, but they say like our facial structure is like, it's so bright.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was like, I'll take it if I can get the job. Got the job, and then from there was a TV people actually from the producers from Blind Date actually, but they were doing a show called AZ360, and I ended up having a TV show in Arizona. I didn't even live out there, so I moved from Miami, and that was God kind of like saving me from this, because after like 2 months of like, yay, I'm like in clubs and all that. And then it was like, oh my God, I gave up my scholarship for this. Like these people are not like real people, like where I'm from, you know what I mean? And then I wasn't making the jobs because they told me I needed to lose weight. It was a difficult time, but again, like I've survived, and I think I'm really proud of myself. And you know, as long as you keep pushing and you don't give up the dream, and you just stay as true as you can for yourself, and listen, it will happen. So that's kind of how I look at things. But yeah, so then from there, Arizona, TV show, I signed with Ford agencies, and from Ford they sent me to Milan to major models, and there I did Italian Vogue, and I've literally lived like a life of like, I feel like, am I 60?
But you had also a very difficult life, because you said you had an eating disorder and you survived breast cancer, right?
It's a difficult life, but you know, it's life. That's the thing. And so I'm trying to learn as stoic. I don't know if you've heard of like stoic, like life, like mindset, but it's like the Greek mythology of like, or not mythology, but it's just a way of like thinking of to be more powerful for yourself, because I'm very emotional, because I have had, well, one, I'm a female. I mean, come on. I like cry all the time. But I also have a lot of pain that's inside there. But for me, it's like I have to learn how to like turn that into something that is going to be better for the world, and obviously for me, because I'm a career woman now, and I can't go into a business meeting and because I don't like something, just start crying. Like if I don't like something, you just need to say I don't like it. But for me, it's because of that turmoil. But I've been through this charity event that we did in Miami, just so to go back to that. Sorry, lost track. I didn't do the turkey stuff this year. We did do the food donations and the toy drive, but since it was last minute and everybody was busy for Art Basel and probably hungover for my event because I didn't realize it was at the same time, I went to Art Basel, this event with Orangutan, because I was in his virtual reality video, and then so I was seeing that, but they didn't have any booze, and I was like, well, what's the point of that? So. Nothing about alcohol, but we went to, like 2 doors down, and there was this girl outside, and she's like, free, come and see this display we have in here. We have free sparkling wine. I was like, I'll take it. So me and my girlfriend go in there, and they give us these headsets, and there's like children art on there, but at first, because I studied child psychology when I was younger to learn about me, but at first you just see like the wine. That's all I'm thinking about, and like scribble on the wall. And then it actually ended up, it's called Broken Crayons. I think it's .com or .org. But it was about sexually abused children, and I actually went through a lot of that. I literally couldn't even finish the exhibition because it was like so hard for me to like go through, because it is so true how such innocent things can like literally draw things in. If you could only detect from certain things, like a floating head, it's not scary, but it's her saying she feels helpless, you know. And it's like, I was like, okay, so the money I raise, I actually am giving the check today, literally, because I just got back to them for $7,000 to help aid in what their cause is, to help with the actual organization is called Amigos for Kids. But back to that, breast cancer, like, I mean, I was abused, I was sexually abused, I was raped. I mean, I've gone through it all, and I'm okay with talking about it because I think that it is who I am, and that's why I am a strong person, and I don't think that I should be ashamed of things that have happened to me. In fact, if I could help somebody else by saying I have been here, how can I help you to be a stronger person, instead of turning to drugs and turning to stripping and turning to things that you don't have to do to shame yourself. You can be empowered by it. So.
But you said you were sexually abused when you were a kid, or later?
Yeah.
When you were a kid. So yeah, it sounds like you had a really, you did a lot. Yeah, but you had hard moments in your life, like she told me. Yeah.
But just as many hard times, I have made sure I've had as many great times, if not more.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what makes me such an outgoing person. I'm a very sensitive and like caring person, because I know what pain feels like, so I don't want to see other people in pain. So, for the most part, that's a good thing. Sometimes it really hits me in the ass, because I'm too caring to people that don't deserve it. So I'm working on that part, but I still don't think that it's necessary to see people in pain, but I can't like help everybody. But
you try to help people.
Of course. Why not? I mean, at least you can smile and be positive to them. You don't have to buy them a Ferrari. I'm not trying to help people like that.
But you give them a meal.
Yeah, I'll help you. You'll be the first. But yeah, I mean, of course. But I don't think I'm the only one who's gone through a lot of things. I think I'm just the only one who like voices it.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of people, we're all crazy. We all have baggage. The thing is, you can work your baggage like if like if like a ball and chain, or you can work it like a Fendi bag down a runway. I mean, you have choices in life. Like I may cry and say poor me a lot, but it's not about poor me. I'm just letting you know why I'm sensitive if you say a certain thing, like my friends in life. Yeah. And then I say, just don't bring that part up in that way, because then it's like, it does trigger, but I'm not like poor me about what happened to me, but because I'm obviously okay with it. But, like people just have to learn how to voice their emotions and how to work with people, or you're just gonna like go drive yourself crazy and actually be an insane person.
Yeah.
I'm fucked up. I wake up every day. This is my problem. This is how I deal with it. That makes you sane. Yeah. Someone who's like, I'm not fucking crazy. That's a little scary.
But from now on, where do you want to go right now?
You mean in career-wise?
Yeah. Or in your
I want
life?
to go.
Maybe in your life. Do you have children or?
I don't have. I have the most amazing dog, and I miss him. He's actually at the sitters because I came in so late. But I do want to be a mommy, 100%. I think I would be an amazing mom. I'm meant to be a mom, but I don't want to be one until I'm with the right person. And I'm not even like really dating right now. I'm really busy too, but I want to have my own career. I do want to be married, obviously, to my best friend and have amazing children. But that's after I have an empire, because I want to be successful before I have kids, so that I don't ever have to worry about not being able to take care of them. Mm-hmm. So I came from a single mom, kind of like those are things that just teach you to.
You think the right moment exists to get children, because it's always like, there's always something maybe in the way.
Well, I mean, not even right moment. I think that when God wants, if it's going to happen, it's supposed to happen. But my point is that. Right now I just have free pants because I have a clothing line, like I don't have money. Like people are like, oh, you have a clothing line. I'm like, yeah, it means I have no money. Like I just have clothes, like that are just workout clothes. Soon we will. Everything's obviously good, but a lot of people who aren't in business in that realm, which I used to not be, so I'd be like, oh, you just have a yacht. But there's a lot of work that goes into that, like years and years of blood, sweat, and tears that go into getting that yacht, for most people. So I want to be able, it's not about the yacht, but it's more like I want to be able to, like, if I were to get married tomorrow, like I would freak out, because where would their private school go into? Where would this go into? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you need to be a little bit more stable than that too. Yeah. And I think it's okay to prepare yourself for those things. And then just, keep your legs closed.
Follow the Moti on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat.